Fluency is the ability to read accurately at a natural pace that is not too slow, not too fast, using correct phrasing and expression. And reading fluency is important because it leads directly to good reading comprehension. So a student who can read fluently is able to focus more on understanding the text that they're reading rather than just trying to read word by word. Reading fluency is assessed by listening to and recording how many words a student can read correctly in 1 minute. When I assess a student's reading fluency, I remind them that the goal is not to finish the passage in 1 minute, but that they should read at a natural pace, which is not too fast, not too slow, and then also with expression. As the student reads, I follow along and mark any words they read incorrectly, add, or may leave out. If the student doesn't know the word, I count to 3 in my head and then tell the student the word so that they can move on. And if the student self-corrects, I make a note of that and it doesn't count against their word per minute. After 1 minute, I mark the last word that the student read, record the word count at that point, and then subtract the number of words missed to get the words per minute. Our district uses the Dibbles Oral Fluency Scale to set word per minute benchmarks for the beginning, middle, and end of each grade level. For example, a 3rd grader should be reading 78 words per minute at the beginning of the school year. There are many ways to teach reading fluency to students. First of all, we need to teach them what fluency is and why it's important. And also it's important to tell parents what reading fluency is and why it's important. That way you can get them on board too. Another way to teach reading fluency is to read aloud to students as often as possible so that you can model fluent reading to them, and then also to do the occasional think aloud to give them your fluency tips as well. Paired readings where partners read together and readers' theater scripts are also a great way to develop fluency. Echo reading is a great way to develop pacing and expression. Choral reading, where everyone reads together at the same time, is also another good way to develop natural pacing and also to practice expression. Another way is to do repeated readings. So a student might begin a passage on one day and then practice it throughout the week and also keep track of how many words they're gaining each time. And finally, practice, practice, and more practice. And it's also important to have students practice reading fluency with a text that is on their level. So not something that's too hard, but then not something that is too easy either. So reading fluency is really important in making the transition from learning to read to reading to learn. So students who have good reading fluency can focus more on comprehension instead of just reading that word by word.